Day 862. It's 18 minutes to midnight. So I'm kind of a little tired, I guess. Fairly typical day. I was watching more stuff about ghosts. I think skeptics and believers alike need to give time to the other side, to the other argument. I'm generally kind of a skeptic when it comes to paranormal stuff, just because, I think things that are extreme require extreme analysis and extreme proof. And I do know that in some cases proof just isn't possible, simply because there's not enough data, or we don't have the right kind of tools to collect the right kind of data. But it's such an enduring sort of human legend and idea, ghosts. Fear aside, ghosts are they fulfill many needs of society. They're a method for, in olden times, they were a method for keeping people in line. It was a method for parents to keep their kids from leaving their rooms, being good, if you don't want to piss off the ghosts. And then ghosts were also used as selling points, as places that need a little bit more tourists, so they make up ghost stories. Some places try to get rid of ghosts as much as possible. Any place that is rich in history. Most of Europe, European castles, European mansions, things like that. I personally find ghosts very interesting myself. I think that ghosts aren't exactly, I kind of ride the line between the skeptic side of things and the believer side of things. I think that there's some very compelling stories as far as ghosts go. My explanation for ghosts would be that it is something beyond the body. Not a spirit per se, but I do believe in that concept of energy versus matter, and the fact that we are energy and the universe is energy, and things communicate via energy, whether you want to call that paranormal, psychic, whatever. I like to call ghosts basically just psychic residue. I'm not the kind of person that believes in intelligent ghosts, because I think in order to have intelligence you need a brain. But this is why I think that ghosts are essentially pretty much all hallucinations. Now let me just kind of back that up a little bit here, or kind of add a little bit more so that people don't think I'm a complete and total skeptic. They are all hallucinations, but in some situations, some extreme situations, the hallucinations aren't necessarily meaning that you're seeing something that isn't there. It's a hallucination because an energy has caused your brain to try to interpret something that is there. And any exterior output that your brain might get tries to realize it, tries to make it into something, tries to make it real, tries to make sense of it, because that's what your brain does. It tries to make sense of the world. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your brain. Eyes are just a tool for drawing in light. So it's conceivable that ghosts really are all in our brain, but in some cases may be triggered by external factors outside of our own mind, whether that's metaphysical or not. In some cases, people are able to trigger ghosts in their vision by simply stimulating a certain part of their brain. Or if they go through a high EMF field, they get the ghostly sensations or the ghostly hallucinations. So, any sort of perceived intelligence that we see in ghosts is probably just our own intelligence interpreting the energy that may have been left from a residual psychic energy, as you were. So, like I say, I kind of believe in the continuity of thought and the continuity of consciousness and the joint consciousness of man. So, given that idea, I think ghosts maybe fit in with that timelessness of global consciousness. And that we're just tapping in to different eras within that energy. Just a theory.